Test, test, test. This is Ober back online. Hopefully, still talking and coming through. Please chat. Let me know if you can hear me Storm Chaser, alias Queen. Can you hear me? I'm recording today for a game about digging a hole, and apparently my audio was not coming through, and I don't know why. I don't know why. So if you hear me, if you can hear me, hey, you can hear me for the first time, yay. Is the game audio also coming through when I'm playing? I am back. I had some technical difficulties earlier. So, yeah. So is my game audio? Are you hearing birds chirping, storm, and what I can assume to be the sounds of shoveling? Uh, I'm a little I just wasted a little bit of that. Yes, game audio is coming through. You can hear it all. Yay! Hey, Leonis. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, there's no music. It's just birds chirping. This is a game about shoveling and digging a hole. So there's just birds chirping. I had some technical difficulties earlier, and I'm guessing some of that was also just weird streaming audio issues, apparently. All I did was delete my mic out of OBS and put it back in. So, didn't unplug anything, just deleted it. So that's weird. Yay for technical difficulties. But, yeah. So we're digging a hole. I am recording for the developer just to say thank you and to have a video put out on this game. I played this earlier in the year, and I really enjoyed it. It's kind of just super chill. Like, the main objective is literally just dig, gather up some resources, upgrade, dig some more, upgrade, dig some more, not destroy ore, because blame Windows 11. I think I actually might be on Windows 10, but we can still blame Windows 11 for my difficulties and suffering. Whoa, whoa. You haven't saved the game for 30 minutes? Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. There's the game save book. I just forgot to do that. So, yeah. So, we've been playing for 30 minutes. Apparently, some people have gotten to the bottom of this thing in 30 minutes, so I don't know how that works. I don't know what, like, are they just recharging and, I don't know, just digging straight down? Maybe. Not going to judge. I think I took, like, an hour and a half to dig my first hole, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it sure felt like a lot. Let's charge while we're in here. But you got a little jetpack, which is fun. Wanted to get like a good hole going, and then worry about, like, I'm just digging down. I'm not digging as far out. You know, hole science, physics, and whatnot. But if you were on stream when I played this the first time, you know. I have a jetpack. But yeah, you should slope it a little bit. I just use the jetpack to get out. So, like, dig down a bit, and then dig kind of over, and then down, and then over, then down, so that you can, like, hover jetpack, or whatever you want to call it, up and out, and then you kind of, like, zigzag. But if you do it right, you can do a little, like, bunny hop style. But yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this at least for half an hour longer. I think, since it is after 9, and I usually don't stream after 9 just out of, I don't want to be noisy, and my kids, some of my kids go to bed, half my kids go to bed, which is one child, a little bit earlier than the rest of us, and all that jazz. So I don't want to make too much noise. Not that she can hear me playing, but just shuffling my chair around, and if I feel like going downstairs to, check up, make sure the house is all locked up and whatnot. But usually they do that now. It's good having kids when they get to a point where they're a little bit more responsible, a little bit older. Okay, $5 more. Then we can upgrade to shovel. Oh, I didn't notice my battery. Yeah, battery critical. Hey. Alright, got a bigger shovel now. Commercial just kicked on. We'll be back when they're done. Yeah. So I hit affiliate. So I think commercials happen now. So there's one way to defeat that, and that is subscribing. But, you don't have to. I am working, so we did get affiliate last week, so those of you that are on now. Object detected. Hate when you get that extra hit when you really should be upgrading your inventory and stuff. All right, you're back. All right. So last week we hit affiliate, so that means there will be probably commercials now. Nothing I can do about that other than follow and subscribe. But subscribe, but you don't have to. Eventually, hopefully we'll get to that point where people will subscribe, and I appreciate anybody that does. I am working still on getting some things made, like emotes for the group to use. If you have emote ideas that you think would be fun, like I know one time, I chucked a chicken, so maybe there's a chicken emote for now. And then I also, this is a game about digging, but I also remember talking about hiding the bodies when I played that one demo of Locomoto, which is out now on Steam. I don't have it yet, but I'm working on a bunch of other games. I did hit level 70 Monster Hunter rank, or Hunter rank, so that was kind of cool. Because I crossed the 50 threshold when we got 50 followers, and then I've actually been playing a little bit of Monster Hunter off stream. Sorry, but playing that off stream and really enjoying that game. But yeah, so how's everybody's Tuesday? Mine was kind of weird. I was gonna go into Downingtown for an office event. We do this worldwide day of prayer once a year with Family Life and Crew and Athletes in Action and Jesus Film and all the organizations part of Crew. And I woke up, my sinuses have been pretty bad, and I woke up feeling kind of miserable. But then part of our day, we did a walk. And I walked downtown with my wife and took her to a bookstore, which is like her spirit animal. And so we did that. There is money somewhere, or a mine, I mean. Mines are good, because mines usually produce more... Mines produce treasure chests. Treasure chests have monies in them. So now this game is making me want to go towards the treasure chest, even though I really just want to dig down. Let's get a little bit more battery so we're not running out of juice so early. Yeah, so there's a Downingtown office for Crew, and I've gone to it from time to time, and I really enjoy going in there and the people. But I felt so miserable when I woke up. Stuffy nose. Oh, what in the world? Money bag! Yay, we got a money bag. That helps. Oh, I should try and get that one achievement where it's like falling. I forget how many meters you have to fall, but you have to fall far. Or not, maybe not too far, but you have to fall. The other thing the battery helps with is propulsion when you... Man, I need 300. So here. Long fall. 4 seconds. So it's just like... Whee, doink. So we have to dig like a hole and get down. But yeah, so... Digging a hole. National Worldwide Day of Prayer. Sinuses. I'm trying to think of what else. Bookstores. So we went to one bookstore that was really cool. Downtown Lancaster. And it had like it was like a downstairs of a house and had like 3 main sections. And it was really cool. And it was a lot of fun to go down in there or go back in there and see all the books. I love like illustrations, like in children's books especially. So there's a lot of cool illustrations there. And people were really nice. So the lady, I actually know her, like the husband that co-owns is one half of the family that owns the bookstore, the husband and wife team. And he wasn't there, but we bought like, I don't even know, like 4 of his books, 5 of his books, something like that. And really appreciate like small local authors and that. So that was kind of cool to do that. She did say I could have come back and gotten the book signed, but I didn't do that, at least not yet. Okay, are we falling any faster? Nope. Still got 1.3 seconds. And are we any closer? We need 300. I want to get 300. I want to get the next shovel before we do anything else. Yoink. Ooh, that actually took some health out of me. What kind of books? So I would say definitely non-fiction.
No, fiction.
Oh, fiction. Were they all fiction? Okay, I thought they were mixed. All fiction. And I started reading the one. I think I made it like 2 pages in, but it was really hard because Lee and the owner wife, who is also an author, were talking. And I am the kind of person that when I read, I kind of need to have quiet. So, Leonis, if you look up Sean Smucker, author, Pennsylvania, you should be able to find him. I don't know, maybe my wife will overhear me talking and she will go grab the books. But at the same time, we're supposed to be talking about this game. So one thing about digging a hole, the game about digging a hole, is that you will be digging a hole. And you'll be doing that like SHAWN. Yeah, Sean, SHAWN, Smucker. Oh gosh. Okay, so we got 5 books of his. Yeah. And I started reading The Days the Angels Fell. So that I think is his first book as well. And there's another one in the series called The Edge of Over There. Sean. Yep. SHAWN. The Weight of Memory. These Nameless Things. And Light from Distant Stars. So those are the 5 books. But yeah, he's a local author. And then my wife also got Geek Wisdom, Embracing the Sacred Things of Pop Culture. So for instance, I just literally opened up to My Name is Inigo Montoya. Wisdom about the self. So here we go. With great power comes great responsibility. Stan Lee, Marvel Comics. Spider-Man's uncle told him this, and that's why he became Spider-Man. End of story. But yeah, so I got a bunch of books. Got some wisdom for y'all. Maybe we'll do wisdom minutes from time to time. Uh, but yeah, so we bought a bunch of books. I don't read a lot, but I'll probably start reading more. I think. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but my wife reads a lot, and my daughters they read a lot. Not as much when they're in school all the time and having to do school papers and school reading, but they do love to read. It is one thing. Audiobooks for you? Yeah, I hear you, dude. And sometimes offline. My story is related to that quote. Uh, the Inigo Montoya or with great power comes great responsibility? Because I said a couple things in there. So these books were paper, but if that's a question for Leonis, I mean that's a good question. I actually found some audiobooks on Spotify, and I've also like Amazon. Like every once in a while, you get like a free book, and you can listen to that one free book. Sometimes it's like you get to choose a book, but yeah. Get the Libby app. Check it out from library. My wife just said get the Libby Libby app, and you can check them out from your local library. They have audiobooks. They have audiobooks. And Leonis also all of it for me. Audible, Kindle, Libby, PDF, paper. Yeah. What about drawings on a cave wall or writings on a cave wall? Did you read those? I feel like those could sometimes be helpful. Um, I I feel like I struggle reading, and that's why like sometimes it's just I have to find a book that I like, and unfortunately, like sometimes you have to read for a little bit before you find out if you like it. And I have a book that I think I've had for like 2 years now. Pick it up every once in a while, read a chapter or two, and then like life just gets away and I don't read it. I was in a cave last week. That sounds like a story time. Were you did you fall into the cave? Did you discover the cave? Was the cave underneath a bush that you cut open and to reveal its hidden location? Was it behind a waterfall? Were there treasure chests? I feel like there's a lot there. Fell again. Definitely took some hurt there. More hurt than the last time. Yeah, Leonis. What kind of cave? Were you were you like going on a Minecraft mine shaft? Uh yeah. Was this like a part of a vacation, family vacation? I know you're out of office emails have hit a couple times, but I went we went caving one time. Like I've gone caving, not like equipment, but like stupid college students going through caves um, with very little experience lighting. Um, a real cavern in Arkansas. Awesome. Do you know the name of it? I mean, I know there's caves in like Virginia, and I think there's some in PA too that are like cool caves, but like I think what I remember is like Crystal Caverns or something like that. Um, that's awesome. Um, was that like all of you? Blanchard Springs, cool. Never heard of that one. Um, did you have to wear like a safety helmet or any kind of safety gear? Okay. Um, I feel like I want to save my money, get the next shovel, and then work towards the other stuff. Lit up. Oh, okay. Lit up. Nice paths. We were in one time that was like that, where it was definitely like, you know, turned into a tourist attraction. Um, you could touch some of the like cool stalactites and stalagmites and all that. There were no dwarven, castles or mines. So that was kind of boring. Like no cave trolls. Were there cave trolls in yours? Because like, you know, the cave trolls kind of make it better. Unfortunately not. Ah, man. I will tell you in this game, not necessarily cave trolls, but to go back to Inigo Montoya, there are some ROUSs. Um, I don't know I don't know if we can be friends if you don't know what that acronym means. So those of you still in the chat, Storm, I don't know if Dance the Knees back, but um, do you know what an ROUS is? Because if you do, there is a good chance we can still be friends. If you don't, um, I'm a little hurt. But yeah. So this game has those. Has ROUSs. ROUS. And they are no joke. In the trailer for this game, it made it seem like there were like a Balrog in the dirt underground, but sadly there is not. At least unless they patched a Balrog in. I don't know. Can you just patch? I think you can just patch a Balrog in, right? Like hit the Balrog button when you go to export your game, right? Might not be able to call it a Balrog due to copyright infringement. Not sure if Tolkien owns the term Balrog. I would assume he does. Pretty sure you can't like call a say Hobbit outside of like the Tolkien estate's gonna come after me now because my Twitch stream and this video for a game about digging a hole, I've talked about hobbits. So some cool things coming up. It was kind of unveiled today, and if you're at all interested in football, not American football, but like what we Americans call soccer, Crew through Athletes in Action is going to be doing a World Cup kind of outing, and you can go out to the internets to, I think it's Beyond the Cup. Let me double check. VictoryBeyondTheCup.com. VictoryBeyondTheCup.com. Let me pop that into chat. Victory Beyond the Cup, thecup.com. And you can learn about what we're going to be doing, and you can get updates. There's a place you can sign up for text message alerts. And in there, you'll get updated about the World Cup initiatives and events, and how, if you're a follower of Jesus and you want to share that with other people, you want to share about Jesus with other people, share the gospel, get to know, others, and just build relationships and share Jesus. There's going to be some helpful tools and a kit coming out from the folks at Crew, which is what I'm a part of. And the cool thing is, I don't know. I know I've talked about this a little bit here and there. I talked about Ohio State, the video game ministry that family reading time. Whoa, Final Fantasy VII expanded world books. Hey man, enjoy, enjoy. Um, but anyways, so the World Cup stuff that we're going to be doing as a ministry is going to be starting soon. In collaboration with the time the World Cup happens next year. But we're going to be able to kind of have some different ideas for gathering and activities and discipleship, disciple making, and all that. So that's going to be coming soon. So if you check out that website and you sign up for text alerts, when information comes out, you'll get to see that. And the reason I bring up that kind of stuff is because the video game outreach that I'm a part of with Leonis, who is now going to read about Final Fantasy Expanded World stuff as a family. I found rocks that I can't dig around. But anyways, we're doing some work with the World Cup and crew and athletes in action, and we're doing all that because we want to share in the experience of the World Cup, but also be able to use that as a launching point for different ministry outreach, community events, and that. So I'm going to be going to Milwaukee this summer for our crew conference, and at that, I'm going to be sharing alongside Leonis what you can do to use video games, specifically FC 25 and the World Cup portion of that game, to host video game related events. And so that might be something a church or just an individual can do. And so we'll probably be doing some of that, bringing some of that to the college campuses that crew is out on currently, and maybe where crew isn't yet, and doing some things there just around World Cup soccer. So stay tuned for more information on that. Again, it's probably not be until July until I can show and share more about that. But I imagine as that stuff happens, folks like you who are here on the stream regularly, I will definitely share that with you guys, because I really enjoy just being able to talk through those things and share what I'm doing and learn about what you guys are up to as well. So yeah. So we're digging a hole. It's almost 9:40. It probably feels like we're not getting much of any place, but we are. We are digging down to Goblin Town. Sorry, I really like the Lord of the Rings. I've never read them, but I've enjoyed the movies. I feel like I could read those books because I know the characters and stuff. But I also know that they are a very deep read. But read The Hobbit a couple times. But that one's super easy. Very cool. It's a great way to share the gospel with people. Yep. Yeah, man. And it's unique. I think it's unique in that I get to do that in multiple places. I get to do that with the students that I'm at college with, and then hopefully, well, first off, I got to get good at the game. So I did actually purchase it because it's on sale. And going to be starting to play it more. Maybe I'll have to start streaming that one as we get ready, and I can like test drive the kit and the different things that we do, that we're doing as an organization with you all. Oh man, I gotta get this whole hole dug. So I feel like that's a piece, but It's not letting me pick it up, but maybe it's just dirt. This rock, this boulder right here. That's a nice boulder. So last night with my group at school, they didn't have classes, and we kind of did like a different kind of club night. We had a movie night, and we showed I showed The Wild Robot and Transformers 1, the new animated movie. So those are both kind of fun. Oh, I don't know why I do that. I need to go to the computer first. What's my inventory? Oh man, I don't really want to spend money yet, fake money in this game. That I'm probably not actually going to get to the bottom of it. I mean, I'm definitely not going to get to the bottom on stream tonight. But like, I kind of want to show you guys again what is at the bottom. So again, ROUSS. Is that the 80s Transformer? No, it wasn't the 80s one, but it was the new animated one. If you have Prime, I think it's a part of Prime because I didn't pay for it. So I think it's free on Prime. But it's the animated one, and it basically starts off like Generation 1. Like, it's an origin story for Optimus and Megatron, and what happened in Cybertron that caused their separation. Yeah, I totally recommend it. I think I need to watch it again. So I had a couple, like, I wasn't, usually when I watch movies, I tend to have the subtitles on. I didn't have the subtitles on, and there were parts where characters talked a little low, and one of my students had like the fan turned up. One cubed student, if you will. It's part of his nickname. But so I didn't have the subtitles turned on, which made it hard to follow. Watch the cartoon. Dude, I remember Beast Wars. Sometimes we watch that in club. I thought Beast Wars looked a lot better than what it actually does. Beast Wars animation has not aged well, but it was like cutting edge at the time, you know? It was like, super cool to see the beast transformations and everything, but that CG has not aged well. But the new movie, it's definitely fun. Optimus Pax is his name. At least, spoiler alert at the beginning. But showing their friendship and what kind of leads to the deterioration of that between Optimus and Megatron was really cool. Optimus is voiced by Chris Hemsworth, and there's another character in there that's voiced by Scarlett Johansson. So it's kind of funny knowing them, as their Marvel superheroes, and then all of a sudden they're in this movie together. And they have fun with their character voices and everything. So is that another? That's more of that rock. Man, I feel like this game, I'm just not getting anywhere. Storm, have you seen The Wild Robot? If you haven't, I cannot recommend that movie enough. First time I watched it, there were definitely parts, and I was like, I am not going to make it out of here without so many tears, because it was super sad. Like, there's some sad moments. Very heartfelt movie. Very good movie. That's also a book trilogy. Haven't read it. Kid friendly. Depends on the age of your kid and what they are into, because I will say it's not like I'd say there's even like not that much in terms of childish humor or like adult humor even. I mean, I would say there's like dad jokes, and there's a funny part with the possum playing dead that's like hilarious. There is a little bit of like dark humor, but I feel like it's super subtle. Um, I would recommend, and I say this to anybody that's got kids, like, um, give it a view before you know, maybe show it to your kids. But I would say it is kid friendly. It can be um, traumatic-y in terms of like some of the like it's not, I wouldn't say like visually like hard to watch, but like there are moments where like it shows, you know, basically like uh, I don't think this is a spoiler. It happens within the first few minutes of the movie, but like the robot crushes the bird's nest, and it just shows them like the bird. I need one more. Oh my gosh! All right. Um, like they crush the bird's nest, and then it like holds up the feather, and the feather just flops to the ground. So like that could be, you know, considered not kid friendly, but I would say for the most part, like the humor is not like sexual or degrading. It's not like, you know, I'm trying to think of how to describe it, like like bullying, like kind of humor. It's nothing like that. It's just, I mean, I would say it's more family friendly. The books definitely are probably more family friendly. I don't have any lights. I just realized that. And I am in the dark cavern. And there was like a little tunnel here. So no, don't follow the beeps. We need to get back to the surface. Back to the surface where they came first. All right, there we go. All right. But yeah, so I would say mostly family friendly. Yeah, definitely check it out. And like I don't think that one is free. Um but it I will be honest, like it's up there with one of the best movies that I've seen in a long while, and one that I wholly recommend. Like I would recommend family that movie to family. And I've watched it with my daughters. They're 17 and 15. So yeah, I cried. I cried a lot um, in the first bit of that. Okay, I feel like I need. I feel like I need to get the lights, because great question. Best film in the last 10. Best film in the last 10 years. Uh, I'd have to look at see when what time is, because like I'm a big fan of like Lord of the Rings fantasy type. Um, and the Wild Robot is like really like it has a lot of, I don't want to say like humanoid, but like it's um sorry, I needed to put a light in the dark places. Okay, so that's up. The robot is a bit more humanish, and like I would just watch the trailer, start there. Ready Player One, you know, it was a good movie. I don't know if I would consider that like the best movie in the last 10 years. I liked it though. That was actually, I did read that book, so that's a win. Oh man. All right, now we're getting a lot further down. Still don't have more than a 1.3 second free fall. But we're getting there. Yeah, I mean, I love superhero movies. I don't know that I'll ever really burn out from them, but like I'm looking forward to Fantastic Four. I really thought Endgame, you know, was something else. That was so good. Hey, we found a mine shaft. Found a mine shaft. Commercial break. Okay. Ugh, 15,000. Found a mine shaft. Hey, you're back. Um, so I don't know if you heard me, but I think Endgame and that, you know, part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I think for me is some of the best as far as movies, just because of the way they all culminated and came together. But I could see like that can also be a lot for some people. I mean, it's a huge commitment if you want to get into the MCU. I've watched almost everything that the MCU has. I have not seen Brave New World, and I do plan to see. I would like to see Thunderbolts. I don't know if I'll see that in theater, but I do want to see the Fantastic Four in theater. Mineshaft is really hard to get into, huh? Uh, I haven't watched really trailers for the new Superman movie. I saw like one or two. I do like the idea of bringing in the dog. Um, I thought he was super cool. Um, super cool. But yeah, I've watched most of the MCU. I just haven't been to theaters in a while. It costs so much for a family of four. Um, and honestly, like I love being able to turn subtitles on. I love being able to pause the movie if I need to use the restroom, um, and all that. We do have some dynamite. Let's use dynamite. So one thing I don't know about this game is if it's procedurally generated or if everybody has the same caves and all that we're digging to. That's something I should ask the developer, because that I do not know. So this should be money down here. Then you get this like piece of dirt. It's like keeping me dynamite, lamp, and money. All right. Cool. Movie night at the home wins hands down. Yeah, I mean, and again, if you have little kids, I think that's even bigger for parents with littles or young kids, because then you get to control, being able to pause and not maybe not end up at a movie that you're like, we should have taken the kids to see this because it's scary or whatever, or they need to use the restroom and they just need to go to the bathroom, or you started the movie too late and now they need to go to bed, because that happens. At least it does at our house sometimes. Definitely have stopped and started movies because it's like, oh, probably shouldn't have started that movie, but we did. So we'll watch part two later. But yeah, I get that. All right. Well, it is 10 o'clock, so I should probably quit. Speaking about getting littles to bed or teenagers, but yeah. Um, and scary can mean a lot of different things. Like scary, obviously, like no, I'm not talking like horror movie type stuff, but like just something's gonna be overwhelming and just in that. All right, so just want to wrap things up here. This is a game about digging a hole. That's what it is. I've already played through it once. Got to the ROUSs. Again, Storm, I don't know if we can be friends. Do you know what that means? If you do, let me know. Chat. It'd be great. No, I'm sure we could be friends. Uh, but yeah. So as we're wrapping up here, gameplay is pretty much digging a hole. The gameplay loop is gaining ore and different materials, and then you turn that into money. That money you use to upgrade your drill, your jetpack, your inventory, and your battery. Paying for things like health if you've fallen too far or not saved. Let's do that. If you've fallen too far and you need to back out, and get your health back up. You can also get lights and dynamite that you can use to light your path, because it does get dark eventually. And then also dynamite to blow up bigger holes. So that's pretty much the game. I found it super relaxing, super fun. Um, I've got a pretty good drill upgrade right now, but there's a couple more. I think there are, let's see, at least one, if not two, um, more of those. So yeah, so that's the game. Really appreciate the developer for handing out codes and let me play that, share that with my audience. Um, it's not a long game, but it's kind of fun and relaxing and super chill. Maybe it's a podcast or audiobook type game. Sit back, chill, listen to something, chat with your friends, and that's what we did tonight. And I really appreciate you, Storm, Leonis, Anthony, JT was here earlier. Just really appreciate you guys helping to see this stream continue to grow, continue to have success as a community, and just be here and be a part of what I'm getting to do, and also just talking and chilling and sharing like what's going on in our lives. I think all of that stuff is great and important. and checking in with you from time to time during the week has really been something I look forward to. So appreciate you being here. I am going to see. Give me 1 second. I'm looking for one thing because I totally just. I'm having a lot of different audio issues, and so it looked like my um, it looked like my Spotify is also not picking up correctly. Maybe. Um, so I'm checking that out right now and seeing why that is not. Let's forget. Not Q. Now playing gaming jazz lo-fi. Yeah. So I don't think my audio is coming through correctly either from that. So there's definitely some weird stuff tonight with the stream. So appreciate anyone who has helped to navigate that with me. Um, it seems some of those things are Streamlabs issues. But yeah, I'm gonna stop my recording.